MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell reveals his lawyer hasn't seen his evidence, shows off some epic math skills, and tries and fails to create a covert stash of journalism. Tom Selleck's slow cousin led the cyber symposium, but has such a minimal grasp of technology that he leans into the screen to be heard while he's wearing AirPods. Mike, the mic is on your head. It's going around with you. It doesn't matter where you are. Also, I'll be reviewing the latest and stupid from Matt Gaetz, Jason Miller, and Donald Trump, but first, I want to start by wishing Ted Cruz a happy Thanksgiving. What? It's Thanksgiving? It is Thanksgiving in Canada, where Ted Cruz was born. Yes, although he has an affinity for Cancun, Ted Cruz was born in Calgary, Alberta, and lived the first few years of his life there. Also from Alberta, Nickelback. Good news, America, Ted Cruz cannot be president. We're also treated to some Roco tech support from Dollar Store Burt Reynolds. Plus, he takes reader emails, talks frank speech, social media, and there's heaps of bizarre footage throughout this, so be sure to stick around. You know it's going to be a great day when you open social media and you see Facebook's broken and Donald Trump is broke. Yes, Facebook went down for a long time, limiting the ability of Karens to do vaccine research, boomers to play Candy Crush, and for me to snoop my ex's beach holiday pictures. For the first time in 25 years, Trump fell off the Forbes 400, and it's revealed that his business owes an estimated $1.3 billion. This is the biggest hole Trump's been in since he shared a hotel room with Marjorie Taylor Greene.
And I met so many politicians. I can't even count them. I got a Rolodex of numbers on here. Not just Republicans, but some Democrats. Now, and they all are, but I can count on one hand, probably about 8 people, including Donald Trump, where they had the
8 people on one hand.
I took calculus in 8th grade. I mean, A, they probably don't live in the state anymore, obviously, or B, they really did pass away, or D,
gets me every time. It's also been revealed in Stephanie Grissom's new book that whenever Donald Trump was feeling down, they would call Matt Gaetz and get him to go on TV and defend Trump, or call him to cheer him up. Remember, Republicans don't want a probe of the U.S. Capitol, but are fine with Matt Gaetz probing teens. Mike Lindell's Frank Speech yard signs are out and the pictures are rolling in. This is great.
I just got this picture, Mike, by email. This is from Travis, and he just wanted you to see his yard sign that he's put out clearly on his road where everybody can see it.
It's just on a barren road. It looks like it's on private land. That's not even a divider in the middle. It's just this little stamp in the middle of the leaves. And listen to Mike, no reaction whatsoever. This is his reality.
So he's wanting you to see that right there. Here's another question. Let's see.
Now we get another yard sign.
This is Connie in Massachusetts. She wanted you to see her yard sign. That's Connie in Massachusetts with her yard sign. Her Fix 2021. Go to frankspeech.com yard sign. Looks great.
Maybe she should fix her concrete first. Look at the step. It's all split. You get water in there, rodents. Connie, take care of your house before you put a stupid Mike Lindell sign on your front lawn. Donald Trump called into Hannity and argued against vaccine mandates and said if you had the COVID-19 virus and recovered, you don't need to get the vaccine.
Well, you know, Sean, it was very tough for me. I got the chopstick virus, didn't want it, did everything I couldn't to protect myself, still got the chopstick virus. And you know me, Sean, I'm a fork guy, right? I'm a fork guy. If I wanted to eat next to 2 pieces of wood, I would have dinner between Don Jr. and Ted Cruz, okay? I'm a fork guy. But you know, Sean, I got the bat soup COVID, and because of that, I got the natural immunity, and so I think this mandate is just ridiculous.
Medical science disagrees with Trump's statement. Natural immunity wears off. Now, we all saw Mike and Brandon's long-winded Roco.
And where do I find Roco?
Demonstration. And I said at the time, it's because their audience is as out of touch with technology and reality as they are. And now they're answering tech support emails.
Betty here says, how do we get you on Roku? What keyword do I use? I went to News Live and tried Lindell TV and Frank News and couldn't not find it. Okay, Betty, when you get in there to Roku, go to the search icon again, like the little magnifying glass, and just start typing in Frank space speech. and it should pop up. You're doing Lindell TV. You're doing Frank News. Type in Frank space speech. Frank.
Why are we not just Frank speech one word, Brandon?
Because Frank speech is 2 words, Mike.
No, I guess it should be one word. Frank speech. It should be one word. I'll have to double check.
Just put in Frank speech. Just write in Frank speech.
Even now, this woman's going to type in Frank space speech. It's going to happen.
I'll have to double check. It probably is one word. Frank speech, and there was one other word we typed in the other night. Logan, what was it when we did ours? Do you remember? It was just Frank speech? All right, so if you just type in Frank speech, it should pop. Oh, yeah, it says Frank speech, the home of free speech. But once you start typing in Frank speech as one word, it should work. You're typing in Lindell TV and Frank News. That's why. You're typing in Lindell TV and Frank News. Type in Frank speech and see what happened. When we did it, it popped right up. And then you add it to your home screen.
When they did it, it loaded forever. And then when they clicked on it, it crashed. Twitter announced that Donald Trump's ban is permanent. Even if he runs in 2024, he's not coming back. Since it is October in the spirit of Halloween, I'm going to revisit some 2020 Donald Trump Halloween tweets. Costume idea, get a big dog cage and pretend to be John McCain or a lazy border kid. If you have diabetes, now is the time to stock up on candy and the insulin hoax. What the fake news didn't tell you about Stormy Daniels is that I paid her extra to wear an Ivanka Halloween mask.
And then we've got another system where you would burn a CD, which by the way, Alabama does.
I'm surprised they even have CDs. I mean, based on my travels there, I would consider it more of a cassette tape state.
You know what I mean? So you need to burn the CD right after the hand count. Say, here, do we all agree? Boom. You stick it in, there's the numbers.
You're just storing data on optical media.
To the poll, get to the Secretary of State's office, which gets to the media, which gets it so we all find out about it, right? I mean, it has to transfer at some point through the internet.
So there is no way of getting around some sort of internet transfer, Mike. Give it up.
You're going to be able to look at your own vote where you're almost tracking it like a checkbook.
I love the boomer references from this moron. When was the last time you wrote a check? I would say 1 in 1,000 visits to a grocery store. You see some weirdo pull out a checkbook and you're behind him and you're like, oh, this is going to take a while. Use your watch or tap. The only person that can pull off writing a check at the supermarket is the dude in the Big Lebowski. And I'm only now noticing that the date on that check is September 11th. Also, to be fair, I lived in the UK for 9 years. And although the US thinks they're so advanced, they're not. Tap cards came in 2007 there, and every trip we took to California or Vegas, New York, I was stunned to see people still signing for bills and couldn't believe that I had to do that. You're worried about the chip in your card, but you're fine with the lady at the Mustang Ranch just walking away with your Visa, making a copy. You can't trust waiters. I know this because I was a waiter. And I once served Geddy Lee of Rush, and I made copies of his card, and I have one in a frame in my office. Geddy Lee's Visa.
Give us 30 grand. Do you have insurance? This treatment's for you. 30 days later, they go, you're cured. Really? I still feel like I want a line of cocaine. Well, no, you're cured. Unless you got more insurance. Got more insurance, boy, you need to stay longer, They don't have a chance of winning their lawsuits. It's zero, everybody, a goose egg. I actually have all the evidence on these guys, all of it. They're done. The evidence in there, everybody, is non-subjective. I've told you this. We have all the packet captures, all the cyber thing. Every state was hacked.
And now Mike's lawyer, Alan Dershowitz.
Where in defamation, you have to knowingly be telling an untruth to defame someone. I've been going, okay, I have the truth, or what you'd say if we disagree on the truth. You haven't seen the truth that I have, so I have the truth.
That's right. Mike's own lawyer has not seen Mike's evidence, the packet captures. He has not seen them.
I always say like my pillows. If someone was out there with my pillows and said, hey, Mike Lindell's got rocks and knives in his pillows, you know what I would do?
Sure.
I would say, hey, look inside my pillows. There's nothing to hide.
I've got nothing to hide, but my own lawyer hasn't seen the evidence, and I had a cyber symposium to show the evidence, and I canceled it on the second day and blamed getting attacked by a ninja, hooyah, and having a poison pill in the data neither of which were true. Also, the state of California did look inside his pillows, and Lindell was sued for false medical claims. Bucket of unicorn wank.
This is the government chilling free speech, chilling the First Amendment. And that's why, although I have different views about the outcome, I'm a liberal Democrat. I voted for Joe Biden. I voted for Hillary Clinton. Why I have different views on the outcome of the election, we stand together. And that's the strength of the First Amendment. It doesn't choose between views. It says every view has to be heard. And that's why I support this lawsuit.
That's why you support getting a new lake house with the money from a pillow manufacturer gone mad. Come on. Donald Trump's longtime aide and spokesman, Jason Miller, is speaking at Trump Doral for AmpFest 21 American Revival. And when tweeting, he tagged at AmpFest, a festival for Asian models, the kind that work after dark and prefer Venmo. Having a quick look at AmpFest 21 American Revival. It really is a who's who of right-wing creeps and crazies. General Flynn, Dinesh D'Souza, Matt Gaetz, Roger Stone, Kevin Sorbo, Sheriff David A. Clark, Jason Miller, Katie Hopkins, and Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's the actual swamp. Remember when that Chinese rocket was falling to Earth and we didn't know where it was going to land? China, if you have any more rockets, I'm just saying, Trump Doral, this weekend, a swamp drained.
People, Brand, are like this. You got two cups. You got people over here that know this election was stolen. You got people over here that still don't believe that it wasn't. Let me tell you, it's a one-way faucet. People are jumping out of this bucket over here every day.
What happened to the cups?
This guy sent me all of these. It's a stack of manila envelopes. I don't know who they came from. And each one of them was copies of articles that have been deleted and scrubbed from the internet, everybody. The articles going all the way back to the election. He sent just stacks of these. So what we did is we copied them all and got them all in there digitally. What they are, they look like they're scrubbed articles that was wrote. Journalism, when journalists were...
Scrubbed articles that was wrote when journalism was journalists.
Something might have went up on that real news and boom, they took it down right away, or they've suppressed it, like now, just like they do every day.
So Mike says these articles are all suppressed because he's trying to create a culture of fear. And let's just take a look at one at random. Okay, Tennessee Star, the Trump CT scanner. Put it into Google here, and first result. That's the article that was scanned. Let's take another one. Oh, Beijing. Put in Google, confirmed Dominion voting systems, partially owned by corporations. There you go. There's the article. And of course, it's on a garbage website like Frank Speech. This isn't journalism. This is junk. These are blogs written by morons. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Conspiracy theories are for stupid people because having the sense that they know something special makes them feel smart. I've got secret info. It's amazing. Bucket of unicorn wank.
People always say they're all worried. Mike, please don't give up. I ain't giving up. I'll tell you that till we get our country back, people. This election, till every machine in this country is gone, then I might take a break.
MAGA tears. This guy is a traitor troll. There's a place for him in Gitmo. MAGA tears. I stumbled here and saw fake news. Your world were full of deceits and lies. Mine is full of truths and righteousness. MAGA tears. I understand why this guy's a comedian. He's a real joke. He's as funny as the MSM. MAGA tears. I signed the petition. I love both Mike and the President, Donald Trump. You're a nutcase. He who laughs last laughs the best. You are in for a wild surprise. If you know, you know. MAGA tears. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, and check me out on Spotify. I am a stand-up comedian. I have 3 albums there. You can stream them for free. That's a pretty sweet deal. If you want to have a friend or colleague roasted or congratulated, you can book me on Cameo. If you're out, be kind to each other, distance when you can, wear a mask if they ask you. Just be cool. Life's short. Have fun, be kind, take care.